All right, peace family, Q here, and we are going to talk about in this video 7 days to house money strategy with Invesable AI. All right, so I'm going to only focus on the 2% package that they have, which will allow you to earn daily rewards of 2% for 25 business days, 25 business trading days, which equates to about 35 calendar days. This plan requires you to deposit $3,000 and above, all right, to get the 2% daily rewards. Now, this strategy that I'm going to share with you is a strategy that I'm doing where I'm going to deposit $4,000. And as we go through this, my notes here, you'll see how within 70 days I'll have my initial 4,000 back, and I will have profits of 5,000, and then I'll just continue to roll the 5,000. My overall strategy with this is to get to every 35 days to be able to pull out 5 figures to cover all of my expenses. Okay, so if you haven't watched the thorough video about the platform and the company and all of that, make sure that you do that. Look in the description of this video and you'll see that complete overview. But in this video, we're just going to talk about the 70-day strategy. Okay, so when I looked at this, I did all my due diligence, as you're supposed to, and have been in the Telegram groups, have been on webinars with the CEO, and all of those things. Have seen a numerous amount of people, getting their deposits back after the term has ended, for their particular plans. So I've seen enough proof for myself to feel comfortable in making a deposit. Now, you may have to go through that due diligence yourself so that you can feel comfortable, right? Because in any platform that you decide to deposit into, you have to feel comfortable for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's your funds and you are taking a risk, and you have to be responsible either for the demise of that capital or for the growth of that capital. Okay. I tell people all the time, scared money don't make money, right? It just doesn't, right? And you're in the crypto space. That's why we diversify, because we never know, from one platform to the next, which one is going to produce, which one may rug pull. So we never know. So we diversify. So we don't really care at the end of the day. So for me, I feel confident enough and comfortable enough with this platform to deposit my 4,000 in it and risk that money for 70 days. All right. So here's how it's going to work. So there's going to be 1, 2. I'll just go through it, right? So just think of each line item that I have up here, right? Each line item that I have up here is a cycle. A cycle is 35 days, 35 calendar days, right? The plans are 25 business days, but if you look at it on a calendar, it equates to about 35 calendar days, all right? So the first cycle here, when I deposit the 4,000, with this plan, is going to bring you a 50% reward on that plan. So 50% of that 4,000, that's $6,000. So that would be, the date for that would be September 20th, right? So that's my first 35 days. Now take that entire amount, take that entire 6,000, purchase another plan, right? So another plan would produce on the 6,000, 50% of that is 3,000, right? So that's another 35 days. Okay, it's another 35 days. So now that's 9,000, and that would the date on that would be October 26th, as you can see here, right? So now the two of these cycles equates to 70 days. So in 70 days, I took $4,000 and turned it into $9,000. So now I have two options at this point, and this is why I have two sets of two sets of numbers here because I'm not quite sure which way I will go, but I'm quite confident I'm going to take this route here. Okay, these top numbers are if I chose to just keep continuing until I got to that 5-figure that I'm able to pull out every 35 days, right? So I wouldn't be taking my profit in the top numbers until 1, 2, 3, 4, until the 5th cycle, right? So that's when I would get my initial back plus profits. Now I'm a firm believer in, and the reason why I have this like this is because this $4,000 will potentially come from another program, right? So it's not really from my savings or my own, Bitcoin. It's actually coming from another platform that's producing for me. So I'm like, could I just keep continuing to roll that? But I'm going to show you the responsible thing to do. All right. The responsible thing to do is at the 70-day mark, which is October 26th. That's grown to 9,000. So let's swing down here. So 9,000 minus the initial 4,000, which was my initial deposit. I'm putting that back in my wallet. Now I have $5,000 of profit. That's house money that I can continue my strategy with to get to the 5 figures every 35 days. So let's look at that, right? So now at this point, the date we are is October 27th. Okay, I just give a day's time frame from when the plan matures, and I give it 24 hours because what I'm going to be doing is at each maturity, I'm not going to leave the funds in the platform. I'm going to withdraw it out into my wallet. I want to see it in my wallet. Okay, and so it's up to 24 hours on the withdrawal, so I'm giving it 24 hours. When it hits my wallet, then I'll go back into the platform. Okay, that's my strategy, right? You may decide to do this however you choose to. Okay, but if you want to copy what I'm doing, this is why I'm giving you all the information. So now October 27th, I'll deposit the 5,000 back into another 35-day cycle. That will give me a reward of 2,500. So at the end of that cycle, I'm at 7,500, right? So that is December 2nd. December 3rd, I deposit the 7,500 back into another 35-day cycle. The reward on that would be $3,750. So at the end of that particular cycle, which is February 7th, that would be $11,250, right? Now, mind you, I'm on house money at this point, okay? I'm on house money. I've gotten my initial 4,000 back in my wallet, in my pocket. I'm rolling on house money. So now February 8th, I deposit the $11,250 back into another 35-day cycle. My reward for that plan is $5,625. The total on that is $16,875, and that would be on March 12th that cycle would end. All right. Now I roll it again, March 13th. Deposit the $16,875. At the end of that cycle, that's a reward of $8,437. So the total, and this is the sweet spot for me, okay? The total is now $25,312, and that's on April 18th that cycle ends. All right, so we're talking spring next year, okay? And mind you, I've got my initial back in my pocket, in my wallet, okay? So if everything was to go south, the strategy didn't work, okay, I lost a little time, but I still have my capital, right? So now April 19th, I deposit that $25,312. And now what I'm going to do is this is going to be my base capital, right? So I'm not going to do any more rollovers. I'm going to take that $12,656 every 35 days starting May 25th. right? So I'll just keep putting that back in, right, for as long as this thing lasts, right? I'll just keep putting that back in, and I'll keep extracting out $12,656 every 35 days. So that's my strategy, and that strategy will cover all of my expenses, bills, monthly expenses, marketing, all of that stuff. All right, this will cover it. So that is my strategy. And you may ask, well, why are you starting at 4,000 and not 3,000, which is the minimum to get to 2%? It's 3,000, right? Well, the reason why is because starting at the 3,000, the numbers wouldn't work for me. I wouldn't be able to risk it just for the first 70 days. I would have to go into another cycle, and I don't like to make my minimums my maximums. So the 4,000 was a sweet spot, and then I just like the way the numbers work out. So that is my strategy. Again, you know, if you want more information on the platform and all of that, look in the description of the video and watch the full detail. Do your due diligence. Make sure that you are comfortable. If you decide to do this, make sure that you're comfortable and you're only using capital that you can afford to risk, you know, at least for 70 days. All right. And the sign up link is also in the description of the video as well. All right. So that is it for this strategy. I am told there's a Zoom tonight. There's a huge Zoom meeting that we're having tonight that's going to be making some huge announcements. And we're suspecting there's going to be some promotions, some extra bonuses given for people that are depositing into this 3,000 and up plan. All right, so look out for that. And then also look out, I will do a video on my deposit and all of that as well. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.